Intel's new Bitcoin mining chip, Stripe's update on crypto, what Steve Wozniak had to say about Bitcoin, and a very interesting chart posted by Plan B. Everybody, welcome to Simple Crypto. I am really excited to be making my very first YouTube video. We'll start off the channel by talking about the top Bitcoin news and current price action. Make sure to watch it until the end so you can stay up to date. Make sure to smash that like button, hit the bell, and to subscribe to the channel so we can educate you on crypto regularly. Since it's my first video, let me know how I did, suggestions, and what videos you want to see going forward. And please remember that this video is not financial advice and made for educational purposes only. Now, let's get straight into the video. According to Tech Radar, Intel's new Bitcoin mining chip is already gaining serious traction. Bitcoin mining company Hive is buying Intel's BMZ2 Bonanza Mine ASICs. The mining company expects to begin deploying the new gear in the second half of 2022. Once installed, it should increase Hive's hash rate from 1.9 exahash per second to 3.8 exahash per second, which equates to a 95% increase. While Intel did not disclose exactly how many ASICs it will be selling to Hive, performance data and unit cost information is available for BMZ2. As reported by our sister site, Tom's Hardware, a single ASIC has 135 terahash performance and energy efficiency of 26 joules per terahash. One of these devices should set Hive back around $5,600. So, Intel, which steered clear of the cryptocurrency mining industry in its nascent years, now seems to have turned a corner, as demonstrated by the vigor with which it is pursuing this new line of ASICs. If you're into Bitcoin mining, you know how important this is for the industry, and also without Bitcoin mining, there would be no Bitcoin, simply put. Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak expects Bitcoin to hit 100K, and he says, "I just really feel it from all of the interest." Basically, to summarize what he said, just recently I think Bitcoin is going to go to 100,000. He explained, "I just don't know where you get that feeling. I can't put any mathematics to it. I just really feel from all of the interest. The interest in crypto is so high." Wozniak further revealed that he recently put a bunch of money into an online wallet at the Nasdaq-listed crypto exchange Coinbase. Pretty much it's sitting right where it was right now. It went way up, it doubled, and then it halved again, he shared. While the Apple co-founder has some money in Bitcoin, he explained that he's not an investor. "I don't invest," he said. "I've never invested in stocks in my life. I've never used Apple stock on the iPhone ever because why? It goes to my happiness formula." He said, "I found that my head gets to a peaceful spot where it's not worrying about everything being up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down like day traders." So Wozniak has said several good things about Bitcoin in the past. Last week, he said Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency that is pure gold mathematics. In July last year, he said Bitcoin is a mathematical miracle. To add on, he stated, "It's so independent, it's kind of like the internet when it was brand new. I was amazed at the technology behind it." Still months before the internet comparison, Wozniak told an audience at the Nordic Business Forum in Sweden that he wasn't obsessed with Bitcoin either. "I had Bitcoin to experiment with, and when it shot up high, I said I don't want to become one of those people that watches it, and cares about the number." If you know more information about the mathematical side of it that he's explaining, comment down below. Let me know. Stripe brings back crypto support after 4 years, says crypto is going mainstream. Payment giant Stripe has brought back crypto support after it stopped processing Bitcoin payments 4 years ago. The company now says our optimism for the future of crypto was not unfounded. Crypto is going mainstream. Great to see some crypto adoption. John Collison posted on Twitter, "Stripe now supports crypto businesses, exchanges, on-ramps, wallets, and NFT marketplaces. Not just pay-ins, but payouts, KYC, and identity verification, fraud prevention, and much more." A quote, "From new developments in blockchain infrastructure to widespread interest from major financial institutions, crypto is going mainstream. To better support our customers and continue to grow the GDP of the internet, we are working to give crypto businesses access to today's global financial infrastructure, starting by partnering with FTX and blockchain.com to broaden consumer access to crypto," Stripe further noted. A very interesting chart posted by Plan B on Twitter compares the price of Bitcoin to the distance to all-time highs. So immediately when we look at this chart, we see a nice trend line, and we see some nice, support levels and rebounds that are happening here, which I'm going to circle. So this chart's a yearly chart from 2011 to 2022, basically until today. And basically what I think this chart is saying is we're going to approach a time where we are very close to all-time highs. we're approaching that support level, which is right here. You know, that could possibly happen. That's what this chart is saying. Thank you, Plan B, for this chart. This is a very interesting way to look at it. Comment your thoughts on this. This is, like, I haven't seen this before, and give Plan B a follow because he posts some great stuff. I love how I opened my charts to see something like this. Bitcoin just completely crashing from 38,600 to 37,681 in a matter of what, I don't know, 5 minutes. So you guys, this is why we never look at charts. But let's step back a little bit, you know, from the 5 minute to the yearly, and I'll tell you a little bit how I like to invest and what I look at. I really am as simple as possible. You know, for me, it's the simpler the better. I look at support levels and very basic, you know, patterns. So let's dive into it, right? So right away, I look at something, I need to identify what's going on within a few seconds. So right away, I see a channel that's going on between a support and a resistance. It looks like Bitcoin just broke that channel and broke that support, which we see right here. So we will see what happens. But if we step back a little bit more, we start to see a bit of a descending triangle, which I'm going to highlight right here. And so what that represents is that the price might go down more from here. But it's just good to step back because, you know, what we just saw in a 5 minute chart was Bitcoin absolutely crashing. But now we see a nice support level that was established here at around, now I can't even see that price, but around that level, 38, 37 and a half, right? And, you know, what I like to do is always, you know, zoom out because, you know, you could be missing like the bigger picture of what's going on. You know, what I like to do, you know, don't try to get rich, you know, overnight, none of that. You know, we're in long term, we're so early in the crypto space. You know, if you're watching this video, you know, it's crazy how early we are. We're not even at the beginning of crypto. So always take a step back. And, you know, after this, we're going to go to the 30-minute chart. Meant to say hourly chart, but here we are. And, you know, when I look at this chart quickly, I can't identify really what's going on. I just, you know, start drawing a couple lines, but, you know, I don't even need that. You know, some charts, they won't really show you much. So it all depends on what you want to look at, you know. Everyone has their own strategy. This is how I look at it, just very simply. I just don't see anything on the hourly chart, so let's go to the 4-hour chart. Hard to see something on the 4-hour chart as well. I guess I could see a, you know, symmetrical triangle that's forming just a bit. And, you know, all of this was what we saw on the hourly chart, but, you know, how we zoom out now, we see so much more of the bigger picture now, you know, from December. All of this was from the new year. So that's just crazy to see. And all this, you know, was from December and in the past. So after this, let's go lastly to the daily chart. Now we look at the daily chart, we see something completely different. Of course, we see the rise of Bitcoin from, you know, 2018, 2019, 2020. And now we're in, you know, this area. And, you know, if I zoom in just a bit, I identify mainly two things. I'll show it right now. Support right here and resistance. Just two things I see. You know, we hit support start of 2021. Sorry, we broke resistance. We bounced off support, hit resistance at around 68K, bounced off support again, went to 68K, and now what do we see? We're about to possibly go down to those 30,000 level. Now, if what I call those levels, you know, the 10s, the 5s, 30, 35, 40 are psychological levels for traders, for investors. That's how I like to think of it. So what do I think is going to happen short term and long term? Short term, I see a bearish pendant forming here on the 4-hour chart. I think we might go down to that level of 30K. From that 30K, if we do hit it, it is a major support level. We could see the same thing happen. That happened in the start of 2021, then again in June and July. And then it could be just a textbook play where it just shoots back up again. It's resistance, but, you know, let's see what happens a couple of days right now. I will post some update videos on the price action, and my videos going forward will be more short-term based around the 5-minute, 15-minute, and possibly hourly chart. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos about cryptocurrency and much more. Check out the other videos I'll be posting on my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.